to drive engagement and generate sales or leads. The benefits are it helps to target new customers, helps to build stronger relationships with already existing customers. It grows your business by driving traffic to your website or social media page. How to use social media marketing. We have valuable insights. It provides okay, I don't get that. It is cost effective. Then we have five pillars of social media marketing. Number one, cost strategy. Number two, planning and publishing. Three, listening and engagement. Four, analytics and reporting. Number five, paid social media. Then content. Types of content you want to post. We have the planning and publishing. We have it helps to ensure a consistent presence on social media. It helps in uh, considering time and frequency when posting. Then listening and engagement. We have understand what people think about your brand, which can inform your marketing and product development decision. Helps you to learn what content resonates, what helps your audience. It increases positive experience with your brand. Then under analytics and reporting, we have okay, it's the process of collecting data from social media platforms and analyzing them to make informed decisions. We under it we have um, it tells you how it tells you it tells you how your campaign is performing. It drives social media marketing strategy, sharing of social media report with stakeholders. The underpaid social media where it can control and target your marketing. It can reach a wider audience. It grows your brand on social media. Then we talked about lead. Lead is a potential customer or someone who took a specific action that made them a potential customer.
All right, so thank you so much. Um, Kelvin, you've not been attending classes. What's been happening? Can you hear me?
Sorry, as of yesterday, I came back from somewhere very far, so I will not have to read.
All right, so what started for last week? I said today's a deadline and nobody has submitted. Yes, Kelvin and Henrietta, what happened to your assignments? Nobody said
Ma, what do
anything.
you say?
I said, what about your assignments for last week? Nobody has submitted.
Assignment for last week. I submitted my assignment.
Is that what I said?
Hmm?
I said you should put it in Google Docs. Have you done that?
Yes.
Send it to me.
Yes.
You don't send it to me. I just checked our chat before this class. You did not send anything to me.
I actually sent it to you as of last week.
I said put it in Google Docs. What you did was PDF, two different dates. Please note that if nobody does the assignment and tomorrow classes, I decide for tomorrow's class, the class will not hold. Because I cannot be teaching, I'm giving assignments. The assignment is for you to actually do research. And I said it at the beginning of the class that I'll actually give you tasks to do so that you would also research and learn by yourself. Because I'm not supposed to teach you every single thing. All right. So if you're not doing your part and I'm doing my part, then there's no need for us to carry on. I'm supposed to do my part and you do your part. So I want to see your willingness to learn. Every time I clearly told you that I want you to learn how to use Google Docs. This is 2025. If you cannot use any Google Workspace tool, really, that's why I said you should put it in a Google Docs and either you send me the link or you download it and send it to me. That's what I want. So tomorrow, latest 7 p.m., you should have sent it to me. If I latest 6:59, you should have sent it to me. Thank you. So let's carry on with today's class. So yesterday we stopped at paid social media, right? So now I want to talk about the difference between earned, owned, and paid social media. All right. So there's paid social media, there's owned social media, and then there's earned social media. All right. Did you get that?
No, I didn't get that.
I said there's earned, EARNED. There's earned, there's owned. To own something, that means something is your own. To own it, and then there's paid, to pay for something. So I'm going to talk about the three of them briefly. So earned media is like a personal or public promotion of a brand or product. Example, if somebody does a review of your brand, that's an earned media. All right. So it's a public or personal promotion of your brand by another individual or brand. So, for example, if Henrietta sells wigs and I buy a 12 inches SDD wig from her with 5 by 5 closure, and after buying it, and maybe I went for an event and then I take a picture and then I post it on my Instagram story and then I tag her and I write a good review about the wig and how it elevated my look at this event. That is earned media. That's the earned social media for Henrietta's wig brand. Do you understand?
Yes.
Right. Kelvin, do you understand the example I just gave?
Ma?
Say, Kelvin, you want to know if he's with us. Do you understand?
Sorry, but my Telegram is having problem. I can't hear what you're saying.
I said earned media is a personal or public promotion of a brand or product. And I said an example is customer review or a testimonial. Please mute
I
yourself,
can't
there's no
see.
paper. Sorry, what did you say? And I said an example is customer review, testimonial. Somebody should mention you, or somebody should comment, share, retweet, like, repost the content about your business or maybe your blog. That is earned social media. So now let's talk about owned social media. Owned media is all the digital content that a brand fully controls. So owned social media refers to the digital content that a brand fully, emphasis on fully, controls. So for example, Henrietta, your imaginary wig business, alright? So every single content that you put out on your Instagram, on your stories, on your Facebook, on your TikTok, on your blog, on your website, and you're fully in charge of those content pieces, those are owned media. Do you understand? So now there's a difference between earned media, owned media, and then paid media. All right. So earned media is somebody else that is doing the promotion for you. Owned media now you're in charge of the content. Do you understand? And then paid media, all right, is any form of digital promotion that a brand pays to put outline. For example, sorry. For example, sponsored ads. When you use influencers to promote your ad, that is a paid social media. All right. For own social media, your reels, your blogs, your profiles, your community forums, your website, all those are owned social media. And then paid social media refers to your Instagram story ads, your Facebook ads, your TikTok ads, your promo, you're paying to promote your content, all right? Influencer ads, those are examples of paid social media. All right, so do
Sorry,
you
ma.
understand?
Said paid social media is any form of digital promotion that a brand what?
A brand pays to put online. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
Beautiful. So now let's talk about defining the goals for your social media strategy. All right. So when we talk about strategy, we're talking about plan. All right. So now, how do you define your goal for your social media strategy or for your social media campaign? So now, what are the reasons for you to set goals for your social media? So number one is that it helps you stay accountable, to hold you accountable. Remember, I said for smart goals, they have to be measurable. All right. So one way you can hold yourself accountable to know if how do you measure the success of this your campaign of your strategy. All right. So that's how you can hold yourself accountable. All right. So one of the reasons why you should set goals is so that you can hold yourself accountable. The second reason is so that you can guide your budget and you do not overspend. So for example, if you have a budget for a campaign and the budget is 100K, you don't end up overshooting and spending your resources. All right. And then number three, it helps you to measure success. Remember, in the acronym SMART, M stands for measurable. So by setting SMART goals, you know that yes, you've been able to measure success in a certain area. So specifying exactly what you want to achieve helps you to determine what you've achieved when you've achieved it. All right. So for example, if I said I want to increase the traffic of my website by 25% by using social media ads. And if I'm able to run ads on social media and drive traffic to my website and I hit my goal, I'll be able to say, okay, from so period to so period, I grew the traffic on my website from maybe 100 to 500. So with setting goals, you know when you've been able to achieve your goal. So I don't know if I gave you the definition of what a goal is, but I'll just take it again. So a goal is measurable when you can determine objectively that it has been met. I'll take it again. So a goal is measurable when you can determine objectively that it has been met. So do you understand everything I've been saying so far?
I'm with her now. I'm listening. I'm with Kelvin. I'm listening.
So you
The
can
goal. Start from goal of what? The goal is what?
I said a goal is measurable when you can determine objectively that it has been met. Do you understand that now?
When what? When please? When what?
When you determine objectively that your goal has been met.
When you determine. When you determine objective. Is that all?
Objectively that it has been met. So a goal is measurable when you can determine objectively that that goal has been met. In our previous classes, we talked about SMART goals, and we said to have a SMART goal, it has to be specific, measurable, it has to be achievable, it has to be relevant to your brand, and then finally, it should be time bound. All right. So when you can say objectively that my goal is a success or I've met my goal, is that you've been able to measure it. That's just the summary of what I'm trying to say. So to tell if your goal is measurable, you should answer how much, how many, and how will I know it's accomplished. All right. So these are just a few questions you can ask yourself to know if your goal is measurable. How much, how many, and how will I know it's accomplished? Alright, so I want to talk about how to identify your social media target audience. Henrietta, please remind me by the end of this week, I would give you a list of, I think, keywords, all right, that would help you for this class, or for this week rather, when it comes to social media. So some keywords. So when I say something like target audience, strategy, campaign, you should know what it means. More like a very summarized dictionary. All right.
Okay.
So let's talk about like a subtopic, how to identify your target audience. So do you know what a target audience is? Let me start from there. Mhm.
Okay, the target of the audience.
So I know
The
target
target
audience.
audience. It depends. Like target audience, what they mean is those people that actually need the goods, those people that actually need the products, those people that are using it, those customers.
So it's not everybody that needs it that are willing to purchase. All right. That's why it's called target audience. So I may need a brand new wig, but am I ready to buy a brand new wig? No. So I'm not your target audience. Do you understand, Kelvin?
Yes, I understand.
So a target can be a group of people who are most likely to purchase your company's products. All right. They are most likely to purchase uh,
Okay.
your company's products. Remember we talked about the customers buying journey. We said with awareness. All right. So I may be aware that I need a new wig. All right. But am I ready to buy? No. Then they now move to consideration. That's how you find your target audience. So now they are aware that they need a new wig, and now they are willing to buy. They may even have a budget. So that's why they are now considering various brands. All right. So those are the people that you will target your marketing, your ads to, because now they move from the awareness stage to the consideration stage. They are now most likely to purchase from you. Do you understand? So it's not everybody that's your target audience. Do you understand?
Yes.
Even in that target audience, there's something we call intent buyers. That's they are ready. Target audience, they are most likely to buy 50-50. But intent buyers is they are ready to buy and they have the purchasing power to buy now. Do you understand? So for example, if you're selling wigs and they come across your page, they are ready to pay ASAP. Those ones are intent buyers. They are ready to buy and they have the purchasing power to buy from you right now. All right. So there's target audience and then there's intent buyers. So everything keeps on reducing as you go down the marketing funnel. So I've defined what a target audience is. So when I say target audience, I have explained that it refers to a group of people who are most likely to purchase your company's product or services. Then social media target audience refers to the specific group of people that you want your company or brand to reach on social media platforms. I'll take it again. So social media target audience refers to the group of people, a specific group of people that you want your company to reach on social media platforms. Do you understand? So the difference between target audience and social media target audience is the place that you're meeting them. So your target audience, you can meet them anywhere. All right. So maybe you can go for an event and you just pitch your business or product to somebody and they're interested. And maybe you can just exchange numbers. All right. That could be a target audience. But for social media target audience, this ones you want your brand, you want your marketing, you want your promotions to reach them on social media. All right.
I have a question.
All right.
Is intent buyer and target audience, are they not the same thing? Because the intent buyer actually has the money to buy it that particular moment. Just that the target audience is not yet ready to buy it.
That's why I took my time to explain it. Intent buyers and target audience are not. So your intent buyer can be your target audience, but your target audience is not your intent buyer. Do you understand? Because for you to even meet your intent buyer, that means they are part of your target audience. All right, they are ready to purchase your solution, your product, your brand. But the only difference between them and the target audience is that they have the purchasing power to buy right now, ASAP. All right, but the rest of the target audience, they are still in the consideration stage. All right, so maybe they have one or two questions that your product or service is not answering for them. Does it match my budget? All right, how long will this wig last? I hope it will not shred. Is it real human hair? I hope it's not onto sponge. All right, so they are most likely to buy. But for intent buyers, they will, as in ASAP, Ozubo, they are not wasting time. Do you understand? I hope I've answered your question, Kelvin.
Yes, I understand.
All right, thank you so much. So now I think the next thing I want to talk about is how do you identify your target audience? How do you identify your target audience? So number one, compile information about your current customers. So get information like their demographic, where do they stay, their location, how old are they, what's their age range, their language, their interest, their marital status, do they have children? All these things play a vital role in your marketing strategy or campaign. All right, you want to know the little bits and the big details of your customers. All right, so first of all, you would like to start with what you have to find out what you don't have. So start with your current clients, your current customers. What's the current information you can get from them? And then now, secondly, you have to assess how people engage with your brand. Do they engage with your brand more on social media or offline? All right. Do they prefer your physical store or your website? So you need to look at all these tiny factors. Sorry, do they prefer Instagram or TikTok? Or are your
Please,
customers on?
the second one is what?
Assess how people engage with your brand. Assess how people engage with your brand.
Thank you. Continue.
All right. So number three is research what social media platforms your target audience uses. So research what social media platforms that your target audience uses. And the fastest way to do this is just look for your competitors, their pages, all right? So definitely you're not the only person that's selling wig in Port Harcourt, in Lagos, in where you're not the only person. So go to your top competitors and look at their social media pages. Do people interact more on Facebook or on Instagram or on TikTok? All right. Look at the comment section. How are they interacting? How many comments? How many views? How many likes? How many shares? Look at all these things. Look at the kind of contents that are performing the most, that are performing the best, rather. All right. So that's how you know the social media platforms that your target audience are engaging with the most. All right. So, and then the last thing is observe what your competitors are doing. Sorry, are they posting in the morning? Are they posting in the afternoon? Are they posting in the evening? How many times a week do they post? Do they do referrals? Do they do giveaways? Do they do discount posts? How do they price their wigs? Look at what your competitors are doing, because you don't want to overprice your product and then you don't have customers, and you don't want to underprice your product at the same time. So look at the competitors. I would say from 5 and above, look at what they're doing, to be able to know how to start in the market and to be able to know how to target your audience. All right. So can I continue?
Yes, you can continue.
Right. So I will talk about some things that you should consider when you're picking the social media platform for your business. I hope you know that it's not every business that will thrive on every social media platform. All right. So as a wig vendor, you have no business on LinkedIn. I hope you understand. You have no business on LinkedIn at all. Depending on who you want to target, I don't even think you have business on YouTube or on Snapchat. All right. So now, how do you know what social media platform you should leverage on as a digital marketer or a business owner? So number one, learn about the various platforms and how they are used. All right. Try to understand Instagram. Try to understand TikTok, the algorithm, what they favor. All right. Look at all those things. Secondly, consider your target audience. I've said this. Your target audience, which platforms do they engage with the most? Is it Facebook? Is it TikTok? Do your research and know your target audience, their favorite social media platforms. And then number three, what are the goals of your social media campaigns? So for example, your social media may be doing, your TikTok may be doing well, but you want to promote your Instagram. So you also have to consider your goals as well. So I've said, first of all, you have to understand the platforms and how they're being used. Second, you have to consider your target audience. Thirdly, you have to know what are the goals for your social media campaign. And number four, you have to consider your company or your brand. All right? Consider your company or your brand. Then number five, you also have to look at what platforms are your competitors using. Are your competitors on Instagram, or are they on TikTok, or are they on both, or are they just on Facebook? All right, so look at that as well. And then I think this is like the most important of them all. You have to consider your available resources. All right, do you have the resources to run 3 social media accounts at the same time, or do you just have the resources to run just 2 or 1? All right. So your competitors may have been building for a long time and they have the resources to run 3 social media accounts. Don't push yourself so hard. All right. So if you have the resources to start with just Instagram, start with Instagram and be consistent. If you have the resources to focus on TikTok, do that as well. All right. All right. So the next I'll talk about is how you can build your brand identity on social media.
How to what?
Build your brand identity on social media. Are you with me?
So you can go on.
So first of all, you need to have a brand position statement. A brand position statement. A BPS. BPS. A brand position statement. It outlines exactly what your company does and for whom and what makes you different from your competitors. All right, so it outlines exactly what your company does, for whom, and what makes you different from your competitors. So do you understand? So as a wig vendor, you should be able to know what exactly are our services. Do we just sell wigs, or we do both wig installation, wig revamping, all right, as well as sell wigs? Do we also sell wig accessories, all right? Hot comb, rollers, wig hairbands, straightener and the likes. So you have to know what exactly your company is doing, what are the services that they provide, and then you have to know for who. This is where target audience comes in. Are you targeting the stay-at-home moms? Are you targeting students? Are you targeting the 9 to 5ers, the corporate bodies that want to slay? So, like, who are you doing it for? Who are you? Who are your services supposed to meet? Who are you rendering services to? And then, thirdly, what makes you different from your competitors? Are you saying that for every person that purchases a wig from you, you give them a free item? Or for every person that purchases a wig from you, they get a chance of having a free wig revamping as long as they buy one wig from you? So what are you doing that makes you stand out? It can be the little things like your packaging or your customer service, all right? So what exactly is making you stand out from your competitors? Like I said, it can be the big things and it can also be the little things. All right, so you can just say, okay, for anybody that buys wig from me, I'm going to give them a free hairband, all right, or a free hair clip, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be you buy them in shop. No, it can be just a customized note that lets them know how grateful you are for them considering your brand. All right, so what makes you different from your competitors? So what brand position statement does for your company internally is that it helps guide your team as they navigate through current trends within the marketing world. All right, so like I said earlier, it's not all trends that are for your business. It's not all trends that you should jump on. All right, so with your brand position statement, you know that no, this trend is not for us. We can't do this, because even though our competitors are doing that, we know that this does not match or fit in our brand position statement, so it cannot work for us. All right, so externally, what a brand position statement will do for you is that it tells your customers about your brand. All right, and its goals. All right, so it tells your customers about your brand and your goals. So you literally don't have to say or set up camera and put out a video that says, as a wig selling brand, our goals are kind of kiriko to make you look fabulous. No. Just from your brand positioning statement, your customers can deduce themselves that, okay, this brand, any wig you buy from them, you're definitely going to sleep, you're definitely going to eat, you're definitely going to be gorgeous. All right, so yeah, so that's what brand position statement does. So to create a brand position statement, if at any point you don't hear me, please let me know. So to create a brand position statement, there are certain things that you need to know. Number one, your audience. All right, so I've talked about how to identify the target audience. So number one, you need to know who is your audience. Number two, your brand name. Your brand name also matters. So as a big vendor, I don't know why I'm using wig. I think maybe because my last class I used wig, so I'm just continuing that line. But for any brand, your name should be memorable. I don't know why as a big brand, your name will not be Chica and Sons Limited. It doesn't make sense. Let your brand name be memorable so that anybody that hears your brand name can tell of what your business is all about. For example, the name Wig Vault. What's just saying the name Wig Vault? Okay, you know that, okay, this people are into selling of wigs. All right, it makes sense. Or let me think of another one. If I hear of a brand name like Bag Hub, I know that they're into selling of bags. So your brand name should be closely related to what you do as a brand or as a service. It should be closely related to your services, and it should be memorable. And in this day and age, nobody has any. I don't think there's any brand name that's very long. Look at the popular brands: Techno, one word, simple. Samsung, very simple, straightforward. So once you just hear the name, you already know a one word. So preferably a one word. All right, I'm not saying it's a rule, and there's no one size fits all kind of rule when it comes to brand naming. But at the same time, let your brand name be memorable so that everybody can, or anybody that hears your name can actually tell that, okay, oh, somebody are into this. All right. So some people like to put NG so that you know that okay, they are located in Nigeria. All right. So that also works. But at the same time, I would say don't limit yourself because every business is a growing business. And tomorrow you may be having international clients. All right. So I would not advise that. Or as a starting business, you can't do that. It works. But at the same time, get ready to change your name in the long run. All right. So let your brand name be short, let it be memorable, let it be catchy, and let it also pass a message that says, hey, this is what we do as a brand. Alright, so another thing you need to know when you're creating your brand position statement is your company's mission statement. So when I say mission statement, I'm talking about what are the problems that your brand, your company, or your service is currently solving. Alright, so if you say, okay, as a wig vendor, I want to make wigs available and affordable for students in Anambra State, that is your mission statement. Alright, so stick with it. So that means you cannot be selling wigs of 50k because it is not affordable for an everyday student. Alright, so your wigs have to be within your region. Maybe let's say 20 or even less than, so maybe like 40k at most. Alright, so that they are actually affordable for students. Alright, I hope that makes sense. So another thing that you need to know when setting your brand position statement is what's the pain point of your customers. And when I say pain points, I'm talking about the challenges and the needs of your customers. Still again on our wig brand. So like I said, if your brand mission statement is to make wigs affordable and available for students in Anambra State, that means the challenge and needs of students should be closely related to your mission statement. So maybe the challenge or the needs for students in Anambra State can be that okay, affordable wigs usually turn to sponge quickly. So they are looking for wigs that are high quality but are still affordable. They don't shred and they are maybe low maintenance. Alright. So your brand should be able to identify the pain points, the challenges, the needs of your target audience. I hope it makes sense. I hope you're still with me and I'm not lost you at any point. Rita and Kelvin, are you still with me?
Yes.
Fantastic. So you need to know what are the challenges and the needs of your target audience. And then lastly, to set up your brand positioning statement, you need to know what your product and your service is. And you also need to know your unique selling points. So you need to know your products, you need to know your services, and you need to know your unique selling points. So still on our wig brand, so are you just selling only wigs? Alright, and for the wigs, what type of wigs are you selling? Are you selling just synthetic wigs? Are you selling single double drawn? Are you selling human hair? Are you selling just ponytails? Are you selling afro wigs available? Are kinky wigs also available? So you need to know your products, alright? And then you also need to know your services. Do you offer wig installations? Do you revamp wigs? Do you wash wigs for people? Do you also restyle wigs? Do you do bridal hairs? Alright, so you need to know what your services are. You also need to know your unique selling point. Like I said, it could be a hairband, it could be you could even add jewelry and say, okay, for anybody that buys a wig for us, get a free pair of jewelry. It could be anything. It could even be in your packaging. It could be a little note that says, thank you for considering us, for making it beautiful. It could be anything. It could be the little things, it could be the big things as well, alright? So you need to know what your unique selling point is. So I'm just going to give you a template that helps you write your brand position statement. So here's a template for in brackets audience, who in brackets your target audience challenge and pain, comma, brand name in brackets provides USP in bracket, that's your unique selling point, because, and in bracket the promise or the mission of your brand statement. So let me give an example.
Please come again.
I'll tell you, don't worry. So let me give an example, right? So for students who are in Anambra State who are looking for available and affordable wigs, Wig Votes will provide available and affordable wigs with excellent customer service and packaging, because we want to make every single student in Anambra State look gorgeous and still silly on a budget. So that's a brand mission statement. That's a brand position statement rather. Alright. So I would write the template. Sorry. I would write the template in the group chat once we're done with today's class. But like that is the easiest way you can write your brand position statement. So let me just take it again. So you start with for, that's FOR, in brackets, audience. So for audience, who in brackets, open, you're not putting the pain points, the need, or the challenge. Then you close the brackets, comma, you open another bracket, your brand name. Alright, so you close that bracket and you say provides, then you open another bracket and you write your unique selling point, the things that make you stand out from your competitors. Then you close that bracket and you said because, then you open that bracket and you write your mission or the promise that you want to hold on to, you want to keep with your customers. Then you close the bracket. So it should sound something like, for every single student in Anambra State who wants available affordable wigs, Wig Vote will provide available and affordable wigs at affordable rates, because we have excellent service and great packaging. And it's also our mission to make every single student, every single female student in Anambra State look gorgeous, and still slay on a budget. Alright? So that's a brand position statement. Alright, so do you have any questions?
No questions.
I'd like to hear from Henrietta.
No. Okay, ma, no question.
Alright, so can I ask you a question?
Excuse?
Yeah. Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
So this question is for Henrietta. So what are the things that you need to know before writing your brand position statement?
What are the things I need to know? Ma, please come again.
What are the things that you need to know before writing your brand position statement?
Okay. My audience, branding, company's mission statement, pay point of your customers, setting your brand position statement.
Alright. So the next question is for Kelvin. So let me not make this one hard. Let me look for something easier. So what's the difference between your target audience and your social media target audience?
Please come again.
What's the difference between your target audience and your social media target audience?
Target audience are those people that are willing, like those people that the advert is, the goods are made for. Why the social media target audience are those people that the company reached out to through social media.
It's not me that taught you that thing you just said. It's not me. You're mixing target audience and intent buyers. I'm talking about target audience and social media target audience. So I said your target audience are a group of specific people who are most likely to buy from you. All right. So they are like I said, they're in the consideration stage. All right. So they may not buy ASAP, but they are most likely to buy from you. So they just need maybe more convincing, more persuasion, all right, to buy from your product. However, social media target audience are a group of people that your company wants to reach through promotions or ad on social media. Do you understand the difference right now?
Yes.
All right. So are you sure you don't have any more questions?
No questions now.
Rita, do you have any more questions? Rita, do you have any questions?
I don't have any question.
All right. So with that, I will call it a wrap for today's class. So because we didn't have class on Monday, I will see you guys tomorrow. All right. So see you tomorrow same time. Thank you.
Okay. Bye.